Don't follow your passion. Don't. That's what some people are going to tell you. Some people are going to tell you, go get that money. Some people are going to tell you, get the money first, put the weed in the bag first, then get the money. Well, this is what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you, look, regardless of what you do, I don't care if you're following your passion. I don't care if you're just going after some money. Whatever you're doing, make sure that you are focusing on 2 things. 3 things. 1, using and developing your gifts and skills. Whatever you're doing, I don't care if you're chasing after some money and you're going to work whatever type of job you're going to work, make sure you are developing your gifts and your skills. Because whatever job and money you're going, money goes. And if you really want to be wealthy, it's not about working for your money. It's about your money working for you. And so you want to be, this is a long-term thing. So you want to develop skills and talents so that even when technology changes, you lose that job or that money's no longer available that you were making in that good business that you had, that you still have gifts, you still have skills that can help you, where you can learn how to stay relevant, current. You can still make more money as well as have more time freedom to do what you love to do. Let me tell you something. It's hard to be creative when you're hungry. It's hard to be creative on an empty stomach and you're struggling. It's hard. Almost damn near impossible. But it's possible. Now, this is hard for some people to do. Some people, it's very difficult for to do it. Now, the second thing I want you to focus on, that's number 1, was to focus on your gifts and your skills. Whatever those gifts and skills may be. You got the gift to be able to communicate, the gift to be able to lead people, the gift to be able, the talent be able to sell at people naturally, and now and develop that skill to sell to more people. You got the talent and the gift to sing, to dance, entertain, or you just got a talent and a gift to organize and have structure as you do in business. Whatever it is, work on that. Second thing is I want for you to pay attention to the market. What does that mean? Paying attention to the market. This is a big mistake most people make. Every business needs a customer. For you to survive, at the end of the day, you got to get customers. And you, whether you are in business for yourself or not, we all need customers. A customer is just somebody that's supporting you by exchanging currency with you, whoever that may be. Now, if you want to make, you gotta give customers what they want. If you are only following your passion, some people get caught up in the mistake of just trying to say, I'm just going to give the world what I want them to have. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about, and you're not listening to your customer. Your customer may want, to eat some vegan food, and they telling you they want vegan food, but you're so passionate about hamburgers and meat, you're trying to sell hamburgers and meat, and you're wondering why you're like, I got the best hamburgers and meat. Why aren't anybody buying them? Because the market is telling you they want vegan food. So that's when you have to make the adjustment and give the customers what they want. Just so you can create the stability, and then you can go out and give them as much meat that you want to give them. Does that make sense? So you got to follow the market trends, give people a little bit of what they want, a lot of what they want, so you can position yourself to do more of what you want. But while you're doing this, you're developing your talents and your skills. So you got to pay attention to the trends of what people are doing, but also where things are going. All right? So know those trends, pay attention to what the market, always interact with these people who support you, and figure out how can they refer you to more people. You want to be that person that's getting referred. The third thing outside of paying attention to the market is you want to pay attention to, again, just better serving people. Serving people as best as you can. Now, serving people does not necessarily mean it's you that's doing the serving. It could be you create a platform. It could be maybe you creating a team, right? You creating a brand where you bring other people on to help you do that. Or you're, whether it be like a podcast, a YouTube show, or you're creating a product, right? Some juices or some teas, whatever it may be. Or you got a workout program that you're doing, or whatever it may be. Whatever that idea it is that you have, it's about how are you serving people. You want to serve more people. So those are the 3 things when you're following your passion and when you're trying to figure out yourself. Now, again, you're going to have balance. Don't focus too much on the money. Because if you can focus too much on the money, you get lost in the sauce. And trust me, it's not all about money. The more that you develop those skills and talents and you build, that's how you develop that brand. Your brand is going to come by being consistent, constantly putting out a consistent product. And once people see you do something 100 times, now they think of that thing and they think of you. So, yeah, you want to always be consistent with developing your talents and gifts so people can know you for that. But while you're doing that, it has to serve other people. And those people are the market. So you got to pay attention to what they want. Give them a little bit of what they want, a lot of what they want. And then in exchange, then you can do more of what you want to give them. Think about like the iPhone. Steve Jobs was one of the few people that was able to create a product where they designed what they wanted and gave it to the market, and the market went crazy. But the iPhone was created based off of them studying the market. People wanted to have some form of everything in their hand. And so because he studied the market and he knew people wanted it simple, they wanted it sleek, stylish, that's how the iPhone came about. So he was paying attention to the market, and he created it actually before there was a market, but he was still paying attention to people. So that's where the vision comes in at. And of course, the talent was him leading people, designing people, and just being passionate, persistent, having that willpower to keep it going, even through all the negativity. So I want to encourage you, man. You are trying to figure out what your passion is. That's a great thing. But you will eventually find, you're going to find more about, you're going to learn about yourself and that self-discovery and what your strengths are, because some people don't know their strengths. But you'll find more of that as you're following your passion, going after the money, because you can't run away from your talents. It's kind of hard to hide your gifts, because it's like walking without your legs. It's almost impossible. Your gifts follow you everywhere you go. You just may not be aware of it. That's why you want to interact with people and ask them, what's the one thing that you bring to every single group, regardless of the circumstance that you're in. And once you figure that out, you know, you're going to start saying, hey, I am really good at this. I'm gifted at this. And that may be the thing that comes very, very natural to you. And so turn that gift into a skill, baby, and turn that skill into some money to pay some bills and help some people over and over again in that order. Place your order. I'm Jackson360. I just wanted to share that with you real quick while it was on my mind. And make sure you subscribe to the page, get those programs and those books, man. Hey, let me know how I can help you. I want to know, what are your talents, skills, and gifts? You may not agree with me on this video, and if you don't, write it down in the description. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear what y'all got to say about that. Peace.